you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, on the mound now is Sean Manaea, the pride and joy of Indiana State University. Low three-quarter arm angle. He reminds me a lot of former Met pitcher Sid Fernandez. Mid to upper 90s fastball, a true slurve. He also has a straight changeup and a funky arm angle. He's really tough on lefties.
Digging in, Ian Kinsler. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. His career numbers against Manaea, he's had some success, 5 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. One-two. Hard liner center field, and Trout has himself a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands out, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Now a snap throw to first. Runner back standing. Into the box, Justin Upton. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. And now the designated hitter for the game, Pujols. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Trout first with 2 gone. Guide into straightaway right. Scotty's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels 1, Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. We're back after this on MLB Network. Shohei Ohtani gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. swing. High drive, left field and deep.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. One more time. This is hit softly to third. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Now in the box, Matt Joyce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bases are empty. Missed with a slider. Lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Calhoun has a read on it. 2 gone. Digging in now, Jed Lowry. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Crowd in the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. We are still scoreless. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. His career numbers against Minaya. He carries a .308 batting average. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
If you catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Swing and a line drive. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up shoot today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. Don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Into the box, Andrelton Simmons. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1 lifted down the line in left. Joyce coming on, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And there's out 2.
Third baseman number 7, Zach Kozar.
Striding into the box, Zach Kozar. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now the 2-1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In Luis Valbuena. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2. Cozart leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're heading towards the bottom of the order.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Angels strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if any. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around leadoff walk.
Something has to give. Here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now the 2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Olson. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Tapper down the first baseline. Valbuena scoops it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 6th, right fielder.
Now batting, Stephen Piscotty will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Two and 2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer hand.
Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Calhoun. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll move to the third with no score. Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 home. The count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Outside in a full count, 3-2. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. And he's off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ready for another chance. Ian Kinsler. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball can find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. 1-2 now. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Trout has over 200 career home runs, so he's certainly capable of leaving the yard spot here.
Oh yeah, Matty, absolutely. Right man, right time. He's been there, done that, hit a bunch of home runs in his career, and he sets up nice for him.
Maldonado on second. Kinsler on at first with nobody out. And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. No chance to recover, and Toby's okay out there. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Justin up right there at the belt. 1-2 now. That explodes as this has popped up, and he will somehow keep his eye on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 1.
The batter, number 5. Designated third.
So there's the first out here in the Angels' third, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Angels 1 and the A's nothing. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they appreciate it. Popped him up. Maldonado has a play. Looks into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 8, catcher, Bruce Maxwell.
At the plate, Bruce Maxwell. The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Another 2-2 offering. Back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player ball.
Digging in, Boog Powell. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Maxwell, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Boy, he center cut fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how you're throwing.
Here now the 2-2. That's him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards catch for him.
In to try it again. Mark Semien hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that's in there. Base hit.
The left fielder, number 3, Matt Joyce.
So stepping in, Matt Joyce. And he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So striding Jed Lowry as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball line. But foul. Last strike now for Oakland. Struck him out. So a great job of working out of certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Halos victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Shohei Ohtani take home the win. Sean Manaea worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs and only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.